Hello, everyone. It's Chris with Expat Theory. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. Appreciate you being here. Well, thought I'd do a quick video kind of summarizing my last 2.5 years of driving with GP Transco. So I figured I'd throw in here a little montage of photos and I'll tell you what it's been like working here at GP Transco for the last 2.5 years. Alright guys, I guess I gotta try to make this quick here. My general overview for GP Transco for the last 2.5 years. These guys have done pretty good. They have paid me pretty decently. I've made between 71 and 75,000 each year. I'm averaging around 2,500 miles a week. That could be better, but the way the economy has been and the way the market has been for the last couple of years, it's been difficult. Difficult for GP and difficult for the drivers. They've treated me with respect. The equipment is good, especially compared to some of the other companies out there. The trucks are good. Trailers are in decent condition. They've got a good shop. Their headquarters is awesome. It's got all kinds of stuff that's good for us drivers. I really don't have a whole lot bad to say. I'm not a fan of the new things that are coming with the smart technology that all the companies are putting in the trucks. I don't know if they know it or if they're doing it on purpose, but they're feeding a whole bunch of data and crunching data numbers for the automated driving to come about more so. So, in a way, these guys are claiming it's for safety purposes that they're putting all these smart devices in the trucks, but in reality, what they're doing is crunching numbers and crunching data for the self-driving stuff to take over and put truck drivers out of work. So I'm not a big fan of that. But GP has done me pretty good. I got no real complaints, man. So if I can put this into perspective for you, if anything goes wrong with my plan for retirement here, and I end up having to come back to the States and go back to work, I'm going to be checking with GP first and see if I can get back on here. So that should tell you something. That I feel like they're a good company to work for. So they're pretty legit. And if anybody out there, if you're interested in finding a company that's pretty good, you know, I I can say call these guys up, check with them, see what they're paying, see what they're starting out at. Of course, I've been here a couple of years, so I don't know what the new starting rate is. I know I'm in the low 60 range, so around 60 cents per mile, and I still make out okay even at that pay level. And you know, markets are going to be tough. Everything's kind of tightening up. It might be rough for the next year or two, as things start to settle down a bit. But I can recommend them. So if you're interested in a job, call them up. Um, just so you know, my content's going to be kind of changing now. This is probably going to be the last video about trucking. Going to start switching it over to more about travel and of course, still documenting me getting over there and all that good stuff, but it's going to start going into, here's where I'm at and this is where I'm going. Look at this site and here's what I'm eating and, a typical travel channel instead of so much content about trucking. But hey, I mean, trucking was my vehicle to get to where I needed to be. So, of course, it's going to dominate, everything I have to talk about. And it has for 5.5 years, But that's just the nature of the beast, I guess, because, I had to get the money right before anything else. So, the expat theory part of it is going to start coming into play more now. So I'll probably be changing up my intro and stuff like that and putting out new content, but it's going to be a little bit different. Hope you guys will follow along with me, and we'll see how it goes and start seeing some better sights than the inside of this stupid truck. But over the years, guys, I appreciate y'all being with me, and appreciate y'all following with me, watching my videos, and making the comments and stuff. It's very much appreciated. And hopefully, again, you'll stick with me. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.